Hello and welcome to Richmond TV's Community Focus. I'm your host, Jason Robbins. We have a great show lined up for you today. We have this special episode on the 57th Annual Good Old Days Festival. And with me, I have Matt and Laura here to talk about it. How you doing today?
Very good.
Great.
Jason.
Glad to have you here. Missed you last year,
Right.
Of course.
Right.
So with the parade, with the festival coming back in full swing, what are some of the things that we can expect?
Oh, we're just hoping to put on another great festival this year. Being gone last year was a big hit to us. It's something we've done all of our lives, most of us. We've all been involved a very long time, so that was quite a disruption in your normal summer activities. Mm-hmm. On one hand, I didn't mind a little break, but it was sad on the circumstances. So we're happy to get back out there again and put on a festival that brings people to town. It's a real economic boost for the town and the businesses. On average, we're bringing 60 to 80,000 people into the town. And it's a question that came up, truthfully, with our festival. Do we want to do that? And it's a concern when you have crowds, that everybody's worried about. But we feel like people are taking responsible steps. Mm-hmm. Even our carnival, Skirbeck, they are, taking the necessary steps that they are both required to do and voluntarily are doing with hand sanitizers and washing stations and everything else. So I think following suit with every festival and fair that's happened this summer, we're all trying to go above and beyond to keep everybody as safe as possible. Provide entertainment for the summer.
Yep.
I know a lot of people want to get out and do something after that year hiatus.
Yep, and everyone's itching to get out.
Yeah.
So are all the normal motor events coming back?
Yes. Oh yes. And this year, I think this is our second year with a full schedule from USA. It's run by Jack Fissler Jr. He's running all three of our motorsports events this year again. He puts on a great race, no matter which race it is. He does, I think, just about every race within the entire Thumb region, and also has a race circuit over in Indiana, I believe, mm-hmm. That he is also doing. And he gets the car count up, and he's bumped up some of the prize money and things like that to put on a good show. And it's his first year back with us. I think we had seen almost 70 cars at the Derby, mm-hmm. which is you just don't hear about that. It's the cars, they don't make them like they used to, so they're not lasting. They're mostly plastic now. Mm-hmm. So derbying is not exactly a good thing for some of them.
Right.
So we're excited to be with him again, and from the shows he's put on already this summer, it's great. He's got great shows. And then the other thing that I really like, he adds each day, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, he will add the kids side of it, where he'll do the little Power Wheels. He does a derby on the derby day, and then he does races, I think, with the Power Wheels on the other 2 nights. Okay. So a little fun for the kids. A lot of them are kids of racers, but anybody can go there. You just got to sign up on his website. Mm-hmm.
So Laura, when it comes to one of the first big events of the weekend is the opening ceremonies in Little Miss Richmond. Yep. So what can you tell us about that? How can people sign up their kids for Little Miss?
So first, to sign up is at either the public library or at the Parks and Rec department. And the deadline, I believe, is the 30th of August, the end of August. No applications can be accepted after that. Mm-hmm. And this year it's really exciting because it is the 50th anniversary of the Little Miss pageant. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be really exciting to celebrate. We even have Barb Shuttleworth, the very first Little Miss Richmond. She'll be there to celebrate with us, as well as Rosa Berg, who was the 25th. So that'll be really exciting.
And also a queen.
And the current Miss Richmond, Alexi Rajeski, she is a Little Miss as well.
Oh wow!
Past Little Miss, so she'll be there as well. So
awesome!
Really great.
Just to give people a refresher, how does the whole process work once you actually get to the opening ceremonies? So
the start of the opening ceremonies, they announce the Grand Marshals. Mm-hmm. Matt does a really good job at that, and kind of just kick off, the excitement of the Good Old Days weekend. Obviously, like Matt said, this year we're extra excited and looking forward to just celebrating what we couldn't last year. So picking up kind of where we left off with that. And after opening ceremonies is Little Miss Pageant, and all the contestants that signed up in advance are on stage, and they're encouraged to wear, a old-fashioned type style dress, but it doesn't have to be anything elaborate or anything like that. And they get to say hello to the MC. It'll be a different MC this year, so that's exciting as well.
Who's the different MC?
Olivia Van Hove.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she's taking a quick little spot on the stage, so I'm looking forward to watching her do that. And so, yeah, so they ask a question with her, talk with her for a little bit, and then there's 3 judges that are from out of town that are doing that, and then the top 5 scores of the girls go into a hat, and then it's randomly pulled from there.
Okay. So, so Matt, who are the Grand Marshals this year?
The Grand Marshal this year is Harold and Teresa Teska.
Okay.
Harold has been around town, well, actually both of them, I should say, have been around town forever. Harold has been our Good Old Days Festival handyman, basically, for, I couldn't even tell you, longer than I've been around. And he's always there. He is always there when we need something built, and he was a carpenter by trade. So if he builds it, we never worry about it for the rest of the time. So he's done various other things in town. He's been involved. You know, everybody knows him. He's just kind of like the man around town. You know, he rides his bike every morning. I see him every morning. Probably gets a neck twitch from all the honking horns, you know, of everybody that sees him. So good people, you know, and town needs good people to be representatives. So they fit the bill this year. So that's what we're going with.
So when it comes to, the Outhouse Race is coming back.
Oh yes, absolutely. Yep, we got a new chairman this year. It's a local girl, and she's doing pretty good this year. She's got a lot of teams signed up, and we're actually, I think, next weekend going through the Outhouse rigs and just going to update them a little bit. And then the kids, we're going to make them a little bit different. Some of the kids, they go to push and end up dumping their driver. So we're going to kind of elongate them, make them a little better. So upgrades to the Outhouse Race.
Awesome.
On top of it.
Faster, better, stronger?
I don't know about faster.
I'm sure we need speed.
Yeah, I don't know.
But maybe some sturdiness.
I envy anybody that can make it down there and back, because I know I couldn't. So that's tough.
Okay, so what about what's the theme for this year's Children's Parade?
That is board games. I had to think about that for a second. Board games. So, you know, anything you want to come up with, I'll give a tidbit. My family has always gotten our kids involved. This year we're doing Richmond-opoly instead of Monopoly. So we're going to have stuff on the side of the trailer or something that will say, like, you know, hey, Rick's shop and Chelin's, you know, and
Very
businesses around town, and dress the kids up. I'm trying to get, you know, my nephew to dress like the Monopoly guy or something. So we hope there's a good turnout for that.
Oh, that's cool.
Is it still the same parade route this year,
Yes.
going from Beach Street all the way up to the fire hall?
Yes, yep,
Okay.
yep, and then followed with the ping pong drop.
Of
We are
course.
still doing that. New chairman there too, and she's doing great. She's getting sponsors pretty good. So
And all the prizes for that can be redeemed at the Good Old Days Barn
Yes.
on Festival Drive?
yes,
Yep.
yep, following the end of the parade and everything. And then
Okay.
I think they do it the next day too. But you know, there's usually a conversions right after the parade of everybody.
So exciting.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. It's a lot of prizes. I think I heard over 10,000
Oh, wow.
this year again. So it's great. You know, I want to see everything keep going like normal.
And don't waste those ping pong balls, because they are,
Yeah.
like, redeem them, because there's really good prizes.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got grand prizes again. I believe Simmons Insurance is doing another night or weekend, I can't remember, but up in Frankenmuth at the Splash Park. So yeah, there's some good things. It's
Oh, wow.
You see those kids out there going after them. There's reasons why they are. It's good times.
Please use caution.
Yes, please.
All right, well, really quick, we're going to take a break, and we're going to go talk to what is the 2019, but also the 2021 queen for the Good Old Days Festival. And we'll be right back. Welcome back to Richmond TV's Community Focus. Right now, I am joined with the 2019 and now the 2021 Queen, Lexi Rajeski. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for joining me today.
Yes, thank you for having me.
So, what's it like being a queen for two festivals in a row?
Man, I was not expecting it, honestly. You never really think when you sign up for the first one that there'd be a second round. but I'm super excited to be able to do this again. I think it's a great opportunity, and I'm really excited for it.
So, with everything that's been going on over the past year and a half, were you able to do any festival runs this year around Michigan?
No, I think kind of with everything that's been going on, everything's just kind of been at a standstill. I wasn't able to do any festivals or anything, but I really tried at the beginning of 2020 to try to keep things light. And I remember I did where I read a book and then it was posted on Facebook for March's Reading Month for that time. So I tried to do little things when the big festivals weren't available.
Okay. So what are you most excited about going into the 57th Good Old Days Festival?
I think I'm just most excited to be able to really enjoy my time because, of course, last festival I was able to enjoy it, but it felt like I blinked and it was over because everything was fun and it was exciting. But now that I know kind of what's going to happen, I'll be able to live in the moment a little bit more. So I'm excited to do that.
That's good. So obviously 2019 you graduated too, right?
Yes.
So you've been off to college since?
Yes, I finished my first year at Oakland University.
Oh, cool. What were you going for again?
I was originally kind of undecided in math and science, but now I've chosen applied statistics for my major, and then I'm minoring in dance.
Okay, what does that mean?
So applied statistics is mostly just looking at data, analyzing numbers, and I just like big math, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's not common for many people.
Yeah. I know, people think I'm crazy, but it's a good time.
So now that you get a chance to kind of just live a little bit more in the moment, you're not so worried and stressed out because first festival, I mean, most queens only have the one.
Right.
So what's going to be your big focus on for this festival?
I think my big focus, I guess, like I said, just trying to live in the moment, really experiencing everything, maybe from a different angle, kind of looking at it of what I could maybe do differently. Not that I regret anything that I did do, but I guess just...
Are you going to be in the dunk tank again?
Of course, I'm going to be in the dunk tank again. Yes, that's going to be great. And this time I have longer hair than last time, so that means it's going to be even tougher to dry for the next event. But yeah, I mean, I think just being able to do everything again is really cool.
And then there's the Little Miss Richmond Pageant and the opening ceremonies, so you get to do that again too.
I'm super excited about that. I think the girls are just going to be so excited to go up there and to get dressed up, and their family's going to be there to support them. And I think it's a great kind of thing to unite everybody together for the Little Miss Pageant.
So is there anything else you'd like to add?
I mean, I don't think there's anything in particular. I would just say that I really hope that we'll be able to do a Miss Richmond pageant in March, and I really hope that girls try out and want to do it because this is a wonderful experience and I get to do it twice, so I'm extra lucky. But any girl that wants to go out for it in March, I'd say please do it because it's a great experience.
All right. Thank you so much, Lexi, for joining us, and we'll be right back with Matt and Laura. Welcome back, and we're still joined by Matt and Laura here to talk more about the 57th Annual Good Old Days Festival. So let's jump right on in. So there's usually Horseshoe Tournament.
Yes.
So is that happening again this year?
Yes. Yeah, we're going to change it this year a little bit. We have a new chairman for that also. The guy that's been doing it, Jay, he had prior commitments, so he relinquished the throne, and the new chairman is also a fireman. The singles tournament has always been on Saturday. The doubles has always been on Sunday. Because of his commitments to the Grand Parade, we have to do everything on one day. So it's going to be a little bit longer of an afternoon, but we'll have singles and doubles tournaments right on Saturday. There'll be sign up right at the park by the Horseshoes pits there, and everything will just be a little more cramped.
Is there any cost to participate?
To tell you the truth, I can't answer that. I believe
minimal
it's
fee.
I believe it's a couple bucks, and it all goes back.
Right
in the end, and they get trophies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So and then all that's on Saturday, correct?
That's Saturday afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah, morning and afternoon, I should say.
So with so normally you have Hamline Pub over in Bailey Park.
Yep.
Is that going to be changing at all this year?
Yep, this year we had to change. They have some staffing issues, I think like a lot of restaurants, sadly. So they're going to bow out for 1 year. We talked to Scott Lake, he's the owner of T's Roadhouse, and he had mentioned something in the past about, given the opportunity, he would love to join us. So he's taking that place. They're up in the ante. They've got TVs, they've got cornhole, they're doing all kinds of stuff with us. So he's very excited. We've talked to him, a couple times just in the last couple of weeks. I saw him out at the car show the other day, and they're very excited to get involved. They're going to go full bore and make quite the show. It's in the same spot, right on the diamond, across from the festival barn.
Now that includes food and craft
Yes.
beer and
Yes.
all that,
Yep.
all that stuff that Hamline was doing.
Yep. Similar thing, just different company. Another local person though.
Yep.
More relaxed, laid
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, for us older folks that don't want to be in the beer tent, you can go
Speakers
over
up.
here and have, or even families. I mean, every afternoon I see a family over there having a beer and a meal. Something nice.
Right.
Keep the family together.
So, and then the car show has some changes too to it. Right?
Yes, that was a 2019 change actually. The Country Cruisers are a local car group. They've been doing our car show for 30 years, but they informed us in like 2018-19 that they were ready to be done. They were ready to retire. So. I personally took that one on. I love cars. I've got some classics, so I thought, why not add a little more to the plate? And we're going to do the car cruise and the car show, same as it always has been, same time, same route, same show, same everything. I'm just going to have some more prizes on the car show. We got some good local people there really coming forth with some really cool prizes. Some Mac toolbox and pinstriped cooler and some neat things.
Now, when it comes to classic cars, you have a fondness for Broncos, don't you?
Yeah, I like my Broncos. I was just down at Woodward the other day. It was a good time. It's the year of the Broncos, so I'm pretty excited. I'm hoping to get a few down there.
So, and then moving right on to Sunday and the Great Michigan Parade. So is that expected to be the same essentially?
Yes. Yeah, we're having some issues with certain bands and whatnot. Schools, the Canadian bands of fife and drum. We're having some issues, but it sounds like, from the most part, my latest update is pretty much every high school. I mean, I think the last count was like 17 or 18 bands, which were usually around 18 to 21 at the most. So. That's pretty good. We're always looking for filler. We like the local church groups. We like, if an organization wants to get together, we just ask that they submit. We have everything on our website to submit an application, and we just want to make sure that it's a good-looking float. You got a lot of people to entertain. We're trying to keep up this good reputation. We worked a lot of years to, make the Great Michigan Parade great. So we want to see it continue down the road.
So good. So you still expect it to be the hour and a half from start to stop?
I think so. Yeah.
Barring trains.
Right. There's always trains. No, my sisters run that, and they have done an excellent job. I think we're on 5 or 6 years that we have, from start to the very last entry crossing, we have been an hour and a half on the dot. By the time it gets down towards the south side, it spaces out a little bit, but any longer than that, and you start to get a little sore.
Right.
It's a good amount.
So, but is the parade still ending over on Mary?
So, that was a big change that we made because of the length of our parade route. Some entries, such as those fife and drum bands, were very concerned about the heat and the length of the parade. Our parade route is definitely one of the longest in the entire area, if not maybe the state. So the official end of the parade is Mary Street, but 95% of that parade continues on towards
Tractor Supply.
Yeah, basically Tractor Supply. That's where all the bus bands are and everything. And what I noticed that year that we did shorten it that little bit, most of those bands continued to play just because it keeps their march and their rhythm. So, I know there was some complaints, but overall, I mean, we are putting on an outstanding parade in a small town. If we have to make a little change once in a while to keep up that, I guess just the goodness of the parade to keep the people involved, and it's what we have to do, and we never take it lightly. This is our lives. We've all been doing this forever, so we care deeply for not only the parade, the festival, but the town. So we're trying to make the right decisions.
So, all right. Is there anything either of you would like to add?
Nope. Just one more thing about the Miss Richmond pageant. I just wanted to say that we are planning to still have the Miss Richmond pageant in March of 2022. So we took careful consideration as to, were we going to crown another Miss Richmond or not? In the meantime, when everything picked back up with regulations, and we decided that it was important to us to offer that full year for the queens, that, you know, we wanted to give them the full reign of experiences. You know, they put in a lot of work. A lot of girls think about being Miss Richmond 6 years old, so we didn't want to shortchange them, you know, with a half a year. So we look forward to seeing all of you in March who would like to do that.
All right, and we'll definitely be covering that when when we get the flyer up on Channel 6.
Perfect. We appreciate that.
All ready to go.
Yep. The only thing I'd like to end with is, you know, our brochures. We just got them today. They're going to be out and about everywhere here real soon. I want everybody to take a real good look at that back page, because the sponsors are what put this on, and a lot of them had a hard time in the past year, you know, with their own businesses, and many of them are coming back with everything that they've always done for us. So that's huge for us. You know, it really, that puts our parade down Main Street. So I want to thank all of them. There's a lot, so I don't want to do each one, but that is on the back page, and that is huge. And then always the city of Richmond, the fire department, the police department, you guys, you know, everybody in this town works together to put this festival on, and it's I think I'm a little favorable, but I think it's one of the best things that happens in town. So I hope everybody can come out.
Hopefully they will.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you so much.
All right, if you want any other information on the Richmond Good Old Days Festival, you can go to their website, www.goodoldaysfestival.org. You can also check them out on Facebook, and we'll if you're watching this on YouTube, we'll have all the links to all that stuff in the description below. If you want to check us out, you can go to our YouTube channel, Richmond TV 12. Just search that, and it will pop right up as our channel. Hit subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of our latest videos. And also, you can check us out on Comcast Channel 6 or Xfinity Channel 6 in the Richmond area. Thank you for joining us, and have a great day.